Hello, and yes, it is time to finish this small off-road vehicle highly detailed kit. We have it in assembled condition, ready for painting works. Yes, this kit from MiniArt 1:35 scale cool kit. Building steps you can find in previous episodes, while our today's task to dismount all big parts and paint them and finish this kit. So big details weren't glued, and this is really a cool solution to divide all the big parts and paint them separately. It helps to avoid a lot of headache. We have as a single parts wooden body, where you can install different stuff, canvas, barrel, which is a part of another set from Tamiya. Cabin, which includes interior parts, also could be removed from the frame and divided on two separate parts. Yep, it helps to paint interior section. And one of the benefits of this kit is that such big groups of details could be easily disconnected and then later, after painting works, returned on their place without any problems. Well, except I guess engine section, which is for me better to install and glue from the very beginning if you want to provide static cabin. Truck links and rollers also might be divided from the frame. Links have enough strength and flexibility for painting works and dismounting. So we received a lot of details. Model is small, but it is still enough painting works. Also due to interior stuff. Our first step is to cover model with the primer. I think instead of traditional black primer, this time I will use grey one, and as a base tone mix of sand and ochre, acrylic, water-based paints. Well, it would be great if you take directly German yellow olive instead of such a mix, but I don't have it this time. And yep, it is all water-based acrylics from Vallejo and ICM. So, primer, initial layer. So our main goal is to receive a yellow vehicle covered with a winter camo, and I hope the result would be fine, but who knows. Primer helps to reveal defects on your model and increase adhesion for further layers of paint. So next stage, yellow, traditional for German vehicles. It is easier to apply it over such a light primer as we used earlier. Then you try to paint it over the dark primer. Not bad basic color, and if you're not sure in your painting skills with the winter camos, you may stop on this stage and leave it as it is, and actually German yellow vehicles looks good. But from the other hand, we can move forward and provide some experiments. When we finished with the base color, with the help of hand brush, we can paint all other small details that should be painted in different colors. So we have a small amount of inner parts with the different colors and outer parts as well. Looks not bad on this stage, and inner side of the frame was painted with hand brush in red-brown. Not the necessary stage, because we wouldn't see it anyway. Also it was difficult to install back already painted engine. Hopefully mistakes and big amount of super glue would be hidden. So model was covered with a fine layer of gloss varnish and ready for decals. We have not so many decals for it. Markings on the door, suited for all painting options, and decals that is specific for regiment we choose. And yes, our solution is a winter vehicle of ski regiment. For decals I use here Vallejo liquids. Actually only Decal alcohol-based fixer is a must-have if you have a fine glossy surfaces. So we apply decals into the correct position, remove water, and in the end provide finishing liquid to fix them. Also, it is good to cover decals with one more layer of gloss varnish. Before white paint would be applied, with the help of modeling tape I protected some spots where we should avoid white paint. By the way, we received such a tent. It was painted in grey colors. Instruction gave us good references for painting works. Unfortunately, I'm not so good as this artist, so I hope my result would be okay. I decided to apply winter camo. There are two options. We can use special transitional liquid for chipping or hairspray. Both of them provide similar effect. They could be synced with the water, which helps to scratch further white paint to the basic layer. So white acrylic paint, it is good solution not to paint over decals. I hope I would be able to clean them. And with the help of old hand brushes or other tools you can scratch winter camo, or just to remove it where it needed, or leave it as it is if you want to provide fresh winter camo with no weathering effects. And if it needed, you can repeat procedures, apply one more layer of white color. Everything depends on the result you want to achieve. So main idea here is to provide weathered winter camo, which usually was vulnerable under the weather conditions and daily usage. The most difficult is for me to find balance in scratches. Anyway, this is white field for experiments. And that is just only technique, only way to apply winter camo, except there are available other techniques. For example, you can totally cover your model in white color without any chipping liquids and then use hand brush or some other tools and add scratches of the base tone. That's also an option. So we received not a bad result on this stage, painted interior parts and applied winter camo on outer sides. Main problem here is that such a technique requires multiple layers of paints, especially gloss varnish, and as a result small details became not so clear as it was at the very beginning, and that's a problem for wash. There were two options as for me, classical dark brown wash or such a brown-blue wash. I decided to use blue one, but it seems it was bad decision. That wash was old and instead of thin panel lines I received white, not cool lines. That was multiplied by not clear relief due to big amount of layers of the paint. So we received what we received. For interior I use brown wash, and when ready we can insert here seats. Metal color was used to paint wheels where they have most intensive friction. With the dry brush technique I added rust effects on track links. They was painted in gunmetal initially, and on this stage we could install them together with the wheels and with the frame. Now this kit looks like a robot, and one of the most intriguing moments as for me, except winter camo, is the transparent parts installation. And I discovered that I can simply glue that transparent parts over the paint with the help of ordinary modeling extra thin glue. Small amount of that glue, and well, it works due to perfect connection. No adjustments needed here, and even over the layer of paints, this is extra thin glue provides a good connection between these details. So instead of difficult stage, we received easy work here. All glasses were installed quick and carefully. And that was almost the final step. Now we can connect all big parts together. I removed paint with the help of knife on the connection spots and glued details together. By the way, two parts of the cabin not glued together, so they theoretically could be disconnected, but I don't want to do that. So received good connection on this final stage as well. Additionally, I provided here masks from modeling tape. I did that masks with the help of instruction. I use it as a template. Yep, I caused some damage to it, but not a problem. So I hide with the tape everything around our windows. And with the help of airbrush and sand paint we can do very easy and provide some dust effects on our front windscreen details. Very easy, it's almost invisible until you remove these masks. So be careful with such effects if you don't want to wash that screens. And it is finished. So as for kit from MiniArt, it is almost perfect, I think. Great details, cool track links, transparent parts, amazing. Maybe not so cool in work engine and inner parts of the frame, but the kit is great. A lot of small details, a lot of options during assembling, good painting options. It's cool, but as usual, it could be some issues during assembling process and painting process because of numerous small details and interior parts. From my side, I think I failed a little with that blue wash. Canvas could be on click removed if we don't like it. And it looks not so good as expected. Well, winter camo itself may be also not the best here. Anyway, I'm happy that I finally finished this kit. I think as a part of diorama, small diorama, it could be a good solution. We'll see if it's possible. Anyway, what do you think about this kit and the result of the work? You can leave your feedback. And in next videos we will continue our work on interesting and unusual kits. Have a nice day, thank you for watching and bye.